Never take relationship advice from somebody who has been in less relationships than you. And that in itself is advice, which is what I'm about to give you. Welcome to the website Plenty of Fish. And by the way, that is what it is called. Plenty of Fish, not fucking POF, alright? I hate it when people refer to this website as just POF. So, if you've ever used a dating website before, you'll probably have experienced some of the things that I'm going to talk about in this video. And if you haven't, then, well, just don't, okay? Because it's really not fucking worth it. So I've been on this website for about 3 years now, on and off. And I can tell you now, in my experience, I have never met a group of people so uninterested in dating in my life, to be honest. And you would think people on a dating website might actually have some kind of interest in going on dates. Well, I can tell you now that that is not the fact, unfortunately. So what is wrong with this website? There's absolutely nothing wrong with the website itself. It's a perfectly normal functioning website. It has quite a lot of interesting features, including this Meet Me thing, which is pretty cool, to be honest. But unfortunately, nobody ever pays any fucking attention to it. But anyway, the website is fine. It's completely free unless you want to pay for it. There's like a monthly payment thing that gives you certain perks, like you can see when people were last online, or see if they actually read your messages and stuff. I've never paid for it personally, never going to, because there is no fucking point. You can't even get people to respond to you when it's free, so why the hell would you pay for it? So I've been on this site, like I said, for about 3 years now, and I've messaged well over 250 people. 249 actually, but I think it's more, but some of the accounts probably got deleted, and that's why it's only 249. But anyway, of those 249 people, I think I've only had about 10 replies that were actually, you know, people, actual interested replies. Everything else has just been, you know, either completely ignored or replied to with something stupid. But anyway, so that's a pretty bad percentage to, you know, people that I've messaged. And I'm going to go through now the reasons and my evidence for the fact that people on this website have absolutely no interest in dating anyone ever. And here's why. Number one, it doesn't matter what you send. It really makes no difference what you send to people. I did a little experiment a few years ago where I would send somebody a nice message, being, you know, just some generic bullshit like, hey, I like your profile, or you have a cool picture or whatever, you know, message me back, and because I'd like to talk to you. And what I would do is I'd wait for them to view my profile, because you have this little thing under here that says viewed me, so you can see who's looked at your profile. I'd wait for them to view my profile but not reply, and then immediately send them a more hateful response. I'd be like, what the fuck? Why aren't you talking to me? You know, do you even know how to reply to messages? You know, bad shit like that. Guess which one got more replies? That's right, the offensive messages got more replies. And they were always replies of like shock, which was funny. People would reply saying stuff like, what the hell? Why did you say that to me? Or how can you say that to me? And it's kind of like, I sent you a nice message, but that didn't interest you. But an offensive one did. So like, what the fuck? You know, does it really says a lot about you when the offensive message is the one that you respond to and not the nice one. So honest to God, you can say anything, and like I've been saying, in the 3 years I've sent every kind of message you possibly can to these people, and yeah, only ever had about 10 replies, if that. I mean, it doesn't, after a while your inbox messages delete out, so you know, I can't show you all of the amazing responses that I've got over the years, but there you go. Okay, not interested. Now, not interested is a funny response that you can get from people, and to be honest, sometimes it's just that. They just say not interested. Sometimes you might get sorry, not interested. You know, sometimes you might get something similar to that, but most of the times it's just flat out, sorry, not interested. And I always find these responses funny because I immediately know what I'm going to respond with. Not interested in what? Believe it or not, you get these kind of responses from people you're most likely to go on a date with. And I always find it funny because on these people's profiles, let's look at a random one, it has every single thing. Oh, it's an upgraded member. She actually paid for the site. Wow, looks so stupid. Yeah, you do, because you paid for this pile of shit. It has everything under here that they seem to want. So, like, seeking a man, dating, wants children, doesn't want children, it's got all this fucking information. You can tick every single one of these boxes, and you'll still get the response, not interested. Honest to God, I've had people that I've lived in the same town, been the same age, even had the same interests with, and they've sent me back not interested. Tell me what's not interesting you. Me plus you minus what equals not interested. Alright, fill in the gap for me. And by the way, nobody has ever actually been able to answer that question, so have a go if you'd like to. So one thing I'll point out, as you can see here under this meet me thing, it says that there are 21 people who want to meet you. Now that's over 3 years, I must admit, and the number does seem to go up and down a little bit. If you actually click on that, it says 21 users want to meet you. You can upgrade now and see who they are. You don't actually have to do that, alright? If you go onto your email, I'm not going to go on there because I don't want you to fucking know my email. If you go onto your email, you'll have an email that says this person and their username wants to meet you, and then you just come back on the site, go on search, look under username search, and you can just straight up paste their fucking username into it and find them straight away, so you don't actually need to upgrade. That's bullshit. But like I said, there's tons of different search things all over this site, but it really doesn't make a difference because you will never get a response from anybody. I can tell you that right now. Doesn't matter what you send, doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter any fucking thing. Okay. Blocked after one message. This has happened to me quite a few times, and that's where I'll send one of my nice messages rather than my offensive ones to a random profile, maybe somebody that lives near me or somebody at the same age as me, and I'll immediately get blocked by them. Like, they won't even send a reply or anything. It's just like, send them a message, next time you try and send one, it comes up, sorry, you've been blocked. Let's try and find one right now, because I can actually remember a few people that have done this to me by their I think this was one. See, being like, hi, send message, you have been blocked by this user, find somebody else. And I only ever sent her one message, and she fucking blocks me immediately. God damn you. But anyway, I always find that funny, where it's like, they're not even willing to try. Like, they won't even try and send a reply or try and see what you're like or what you're about. They're just like, nope, blocked immediately. Okay, getting people off the website. Now, this is a very important thing if you are actually going to try and use this website. You want to be getting off of it within about 10 messages at the most. Any quicker than that is fine. Any longer and you're going to start struggling. This is because I believe that some messages won't send to people. Like, it must be something with the site to try and keep people on it, where certain messages won't actually be received. They'll just never get sent to that person. And the reason I think this is I've sent like 2 messages to someone and they've told me that they like didn't get the first one. I've had that happen quite a few times. And to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if the site did something like that, where it like every 5th message or something doesn't get sent. Because hey, if people aren't replying to you, you're going to keep messaging and try and stay on the website, and it's probably there to try and keep you on it longer. So what you want to do is get off the website as soon as you can. Get talking on some other form of social media, Skype, Facebook, WhatsApp, any of those things. Just get off of the fucking website. And even if you do manage to do that, I've had several people who I have actually, a couple I added on Skype, one or two on WhatsApp that I kind of message back and forth. They still might not be interested in actually going on a date. I had one girl, I think it was this girl here, who we were talking on WhatsApp. We were talking for about a week, and the entire time I was dropping hints like, oh, I'm doing this tonight, you know, do you want to come along? Or what are you doing at the weekend? Let's get together and do something. Not once did she want to fucking come out and do anything. So, yeah. It just, again, more stuff that enforces the fact that people just aren't fucking interested in going on dates. They just sign up to this website for the lulz, I guess, because there's no other fucking reason. So a lot of you might be saying, oh, it's just you're the reason. I mean, I'm not going to show my fucking profile because it has all my details on it, which I'm not going to show anybody. However, yeah, I suspect a lot of people are thinking, oh, it's you're the problem, you're the reason that people don't respond, everybody else gets on fine. Well, funny you should say that. I did some research on the actual rate that women respond generally on this website. Like, there was loads of information about other dating websites, but I was looking at this one in particular, and one of the things I remember it saying on this forum, some guy had posted about how the reason women don't reply is because they receive like up to, I think he said up to 70 messages a day on average, so replying to all of them would just be impossible. Fucking 70 messages a day? You only need one person that you're interested in? Jesus Christ, I mean, if all these people were receiving 70 messages a day, why are they still on the site? Holy shit. You know, what the fuck? If you're receiving that many messages, you only need one guy that you mildly take an interest in, and then you're done. Delete your profile, go on a date with them. What the fuck? So, you know, I'd be fucking happy to receive 7 messages a month, let alone 70 a day. Jesus Christ. So, of all these people I messaged, I have actually dated one, which was, I think, it must have been within the first year I was using it, and she knew exactly what she wanted, like straight away. I think we'd organised a date within the first 15 messages at that, you know, and she had my phone number, we talked on WhatsApp, it was all good. But like, you know, she didn't even beat about the bush. She was just like, yeah, straight away within the first few messages I knew that she was for real. I just think, why is nobody else like that? And when we actually went on a date, I asked her, I said, you know, why me? Did you receive like a lot of messages and shit like that, you know, and things? And she said, oh yeah, I receive messages every day. But she said yours was the one that didn't ask to fuck. And I was like, really? And she said, yeah, every day, you know, all these messages were just like, oh, you want to get together and bang, you know, and shit like that. I thought, wow, that's fucking funny. Mine was the very first one that was actually serious. So anyway, if you want a basic rundown of this website, and online dating in particular, you can tick every box, yet you'll still not get anything. It's like playing the lottery, but where even if your numbers come up, there's still no prize. Because that's basically what it is. It doesn't matter who you message, what you send, who you are, what you look like. You know, 9 times out of 10, you will not get a response. But anyway, try it if you want to. Like I say, Plenty of Fish is a free website, but the people on it are the fucking most antisocial people I've ever met, to be honest. Or not met, as it would seem. Anyway, that's my review and rant about the Plenty of Fish website. Happy Valentine's Day, you bastards.